Hello and welcome to another Rush review, and today we have two very special cars for you to talk about, but one's more special than the other, or am I just talking nonsense? However, how do we even come to the conclusion that one's more special than the other? Because in this life we know there are special things, and there are even more special things. Hopefully this Rush review will go through the facts, the figures, the features, maybe the feeling, maybe I can translate some of the feelings these things will give you. And what are these things that I'm talking about that we have right behind us? Well, me, basically, because I'm alone. Lies, Leanna's behind the camera as per usual. So, on my right, I have a Range Rover. Well, Land Rover, Range Rover, SV. This one's very special because not only is it an SV, not only is it like the autobiography plus the package, and you know how Range Rover packages work. You get the normal, then you get like autobiography, then you get SV, and all the features keep getting packed on. It's not like one package is separate from the other. It's more and more and more. But then they took it even one step further. This is actually an SV Polar Night. And what that means is that not only is there only 5 of them in existence, there are only 5 of them in the entire world. Mainly aimed at South African buyers, but in the entirety of the world, there are only 5 of them. And we'll get through it as to what makes this one so particularly special. Then on my left, I think we can kind of call it like Kingpin, the one that's been certified, the one that's been around the block for a long time. Don't get me wrong, I'm not throwing any dirt on Land Rover's name, but when you put the word Mercedes and Maybach together, we all know what that means. We know it's the ultimate expression in luxury, power, and status. Once you have this, there's no question, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. So we're gonna see how this actually stacks up to that. Because I do have a feeling that this has been around just a little bit longer. Yes, Land Rovers have their own history and prestige and so on and so forth, and they even been nicknamed the Queen's Chariot. But we know nowadays how special a Maybach really is. And the version that we have here today is the GLS600. So we're gonna check it out. We're gonna go through the facts, the figures, specs, features, whatever it is. And at the end of it, I'm not going to tell you which one's more special and which one isn't. It will be down to you. So you guys, don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to leave that comment and telling us in which one you'd rather have and why. This damn car doesn't have a flippin' sidestep poverty spec. But anyway, guys, this is a Land Rover Range Rover SV Polar Night. So Polar Night is what makes it special. It makes it 1 of 5. 1 of 5 in the entire world, not the country, not just South Africa, the whole world. It's mainly aimed at the South African market, and luckily for us, there's one of them in front of me, and the other one I did see at Jaguar Land Rover in Bryanston. That's the other one I saw, but I saw it in the showroom. It's just chilling there. So what makes this like the very bespoke? And when I say bespoke, I don't say it because I want to, but because on the door sills it says SV Bespoke. So that tells you that this comes from Land Rover's division of bespoke vehicles. Bespoke making very unique, because you walk in and you want to spec a car and you want to make it a little bit extra special, and you can, as long as your pockets are deep enough. They will do whatever you want, put whatever color you want on the car, whatever materials you want on the inside, they will do it for you. Okay, enough yapping, let's talk about this actual car. So what we do have here and what makes this car extremely special is some of the elements that we're going to go through now. So let's talk about the paint. Paint is called Spectral Light Blue, kind of goes with the theme of the Polar Night, sort of gives that vibe. It kind of makes sense. You know, sometimes when they do say these things and say it's a polar night and so on and so forth, but it kind of makes sense. So when you think about polar night, this is the color I'd imagine. I don't know, it's because now this car has left such an impression on me that if I'm gonna ever think about the name or word polar night, the spectral light blue color will come up. All the other elements are sort of in a gloss black or in a matte black sort of thing, just to break up the lines a little bit. It's very nice, very like subtle as well. It's not like something you notice because the car's color does take away all your attention, and it's just very nice to look at. And then on the sides we've got 23-inch rims, and they themselves have some of the blue color, the spectral light blue color, and the graphite. They're also called the matte black graphite, but honestly, it's just a little bit of matte black. 23 inches, like I said, quite massive wheels, but no worries, the ride is super comfortable because this is SV Bespoke. Let's just go through this once again so we really understand what we're dealing with here. The color is spectral light blue and it's gloss paint. It's very nice and it sort of has this cool hue change when you walk around it. It shows more than one color at a time as you walk around it, and as light hits it from different angles, you can see some areas it's got this little bit of golden-ish hue in it. And I just want to talk about the elements. What I like is that they've used different elements to kind of break it up, because the blue is quite a rich color and it's quite a big car to look at. Don't forget, this is also a long wheelbase car. So what that means is that you get extra couple of inches at the back, centimeters, since we're in South Africa. And what I like is that the roof is in black contrast and the lower part's also in black contrast. And again, you have those elements of graphite, the graphiteness of it, like matte black. What's really nice is that at the back it has a nice SV logo. So I know it's very subtle. What I like about the car is that if you look at it, it's more of a if you know you know sort of thing, rather than oh, you know who I am, and trying to be showy off and flashy and so on and so forth. But it's very understated, and if you know what you're looking at, you know what you're looking at. So let's hop on the inside, guys. Once you open the door, you get greeted by an SV Bespoke logo on the door, on the dorsal, reminding you of what you're stepping into is really beautiful, in case you're going to forget as soon as you step in. But the moment you sit down, you know you're in truly something extremely special. Because for one, the carpets are really thick and they're really cushiony. They are better than a lot of carpets in homes. But then let's talk about the color of the interior. Continue with this blue theme. Inside, you have the leather. The perforated leather is in Liberty blue and mixed in with a black leather as well. It's almost like such a light shade of blue that it's almost, you could say it's ebony sort of thing. All the controls are black ceramics. The steering wheel itself is wrapped in the Liberty blue, and the trim accents as well. Like, everything has not been left to chance. No stone has been left unturned. Don't forget, in the center console you do have your standard fridge. It comes with a car of this stature and it has all the bells and whistles. It's got rear seat entertainment. But again, the real magic happens at the back. So now you join me in the back, where I'd imagine most owners would spend a lot of their time here, because it is absolutely fantastic and wonderful to be in the back of this car. Oh my days, these seats are so comfortable, but you can tell they're not just regularly nice seats. You can tell they put technology, they studied the seats and how to make them more comfortable, which is absolutely insane to me, because sometimes you think about a seat and a seat can just be a seat, but you can tell that it goes to an absolutely different level. I mean, the scatter cushions are SV Bespoke, just in case you have forgotten. But they've included technology in the seats with the Meridian sound system that comes with the car, which is also fantastic. It will provide haptic feedback, so you get a more of a sensory, feeling when you're listening to your favorite song, your favorite band, your favorite hip-hop artist, your favorite R&B artist, and so you can really hear the beats through you. So yeah, I'm sitting at the back here. You get a tablet as well to control a whole bunch of things. Obviously, the rear screens, the sunroof, and some of the sound and the lighting, blah 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 blah. That's not what I'm interested in. What I'm really interested in is this. It's called Seat Away, and there's a footrest in front of you. You deploy it. So as I wait patiently. Screen also comes down. Wow, what an absolute time. Oh my days. Where are we going? Cape Town? Not a problem. Up the spine of Africa? Can do it too. And don't forget that this is a Land Rover, which means most terrain it can conquer it. And this amount of wool and leather and materials, that's amazing. I really would love to do a long distance trip in this thing. Nice. And when you get a little bit tired of everything going on, close it all, hide away from the world, just enjoy your time. But also they made it easy. You can just reset everything, back to business, because if you have a car like this, surely you have a lot of things to do, and so do we. we've got a GLS Maybach sitting right there. Let's go see what that's about. All right, now let's talk about the GLS600 Maybach. And one thing I actually didn't talk about both these cars is that they have fantastic engines, massive engines, V8s, producing about 350 to 375 kilowatts and 770 newton meters. They're about the same, both of them. But when it comes to these cars, that's not what really matters, to be honest. And I'm not going to insult them by mentioning 0 to 60 times, 0 to 100 times. I'm not going to do that because that's not what these cars are about. They're about luxury and status and how much of that exudes. Now, I'd like to try and convey an idea to you that they both are in the same segment, but they both play a very different game. I feel like this comes out a little bit more difference, sort of in terms of like I want you to know a little bit more about me, and I want to be imposing upon you in terms of that sort of power. But the Range Rover is a little bit more understated. It's like, if you know, you know, and if you step on my toe, you will find out what I'm really about. But again, these names have been around in the game for so long, they're well respected, both of them, that it's impossible to kind of like say one's better than the other. But again, it's for you to decide that, not us. I'm just letting you know what's going on over here. So in this spec, what I really like about it is that in the world of blacked out rims, blacked out interior, blacked out chrome bits, everything's just getting blacked out. We have a very nice black paint with silver bits all over the car, and I'm absolutely in love with it. But what I'm more in love with is these monoblock wheels. They look so good. We're gonna start at the front with a lovely grille, massive grille up front. Again, this is to exude power and status, to tell you that I am here and I have arrived. Do not forget about me, and I've been there for a while. I really love the design of the DRLs, but in my opinion, whenever my opinion doesn't matter, it's your opinion in terms of which one you pick. I think I vote for the Range Rover DRLs a little bit more. But what I really like is the detail with the Maybach logos in those grills, in the lower grills. Those are so cool. Like I said, what's really nice is that this car kept all the chrome bits, and the spec goes absolutely insane. Oh, let me not forget, this car has side skirts with the Maybach logo on it, just so you remember what you're getting into. And the side sills also have the Maybach logo. And what's nice, another touch that Range Rover didn't do, but Mercedes did, is the Maybach logos on the pedals. So obviously, it being a Maybach means that everything is a little bit more special. There's extra materials here and there, so on and so forth. And you get a bespoke headrest with nice cushiony pillows on it. The car's very comfortable, obviously. And of course, again, the most important part is the rear seats. You get 2 separate seats. You get a fridge in the middle as well. That's maybe one up thing it has on the Range Rover. The Range Rover is not spec with the fridge at the back, but does have a fridge in the center console. This has a fridge in the center console and at the back as well. The advantage this has is that the fact it's been around for a really long time, and the GLS is basically an SUV version of an S-Class. So it had that to learn on and to go from, and so on and so forth. But just like the Range Rover, it has screens at the back. You can adjust the seats to be comfortable. They massage you. So again, we're at the back of the Maybach this time. This car is amazing. It feels amazing. You get this lovely cushion over here that your head can rest on. It's comfortable. And what's nice is that you feel a little bit more cocooned in this, because the design is like, it's got this fridge in the middle. It's got this like sort of, you like sit in like a sort of like a captain seat almost at the back, if I can say that. And the seats are a little bit more on the firmer side, but it's not to complain, to be quite honest. It's just a comment to let you guys know. Again, you're the ones picking. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Please don't forget to do that. And this, like, you can control everything from here, the screen, your climate control, music, so on and so forth. And just like the Range, you can go to sleep for a really long trip, you know what I mean, and get extremely comfortable. What's nice, you can control the seat that's in front of you from all the way back here. Oh my days, this is beautiful. This is working well, especially because I was so knee and my calves have been sore for the last 3 days. But you guys tell us, which one would you rather pick? What would you change about the spec? Would you like a light interior in the Maybach? Would you like a dark interior in the Range? Again, that's up to you. My preference. What's my preference? Range Rover. But that's purely because I like to be understated. I like to be more of a calm person. I'm not really a flashy person either. I prefer the one that just lets the results speak. Not flashy. Not saying there's anything wrong with this. It's got all the ambient lights. It looks beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's got the panoramic sunroof, just as the Range Rover does. It has all the features you expect. But I think it just comes down to the type of person you are and the personality you have. So yeah, again, what would you pick? Let's just talk about the boots real quick. It's pretty large cars, so the boots are quite important. Maybach, very nice boot, very luxurious, has, felt or Alcantara sort of material there. But problem is it's got a massive fridge in it, and that's pretty much it when it comes to the boot. But here is the legacy of the Range Rover: split tail gate. It's the best thing to ever happen to the car industry, and that doesn't have it. But if you get somewhere and you're attending an event, as you do with the Range Rover, because you're doing a lot of things, you put down your split tailgate and you get a nice little backrest. And if you're very known, you know the car world, you know what's going on and so on and so forth, you can spec something else extra to put seats at the back here, and then you can birdwatch from the back of your Range Rover. And there's a bunch of buttons here as well, deploy the tow hitch that has it as well. I'm not gonna be unfair now. It's just I'm probably showing my bias, and I think this is what these two cars are really about. This is about everyday usability, and in all applications of life, that is status. You gotta show what you're about. This is, let's use me every day. I know what I'm at, or I know what I am, but this is my bias speaking, because this is what I'd pick every day of the week. It's just my personality, that's how I am. And guys, tell us your thoughts, tell us what you think, and don't forget to tell us GLS or Range Rover. SVL, Bespoke, Polar Night, 1 of 5 in the world. Don't forget about it.